What's up, guys? It's your boy Alex, and welcome back to the Brave Lionheart channel. So, you all remember the other day when I posted on my community page that just the other day I went to the theaters with my dad, and we finally got to saw the latest Dragon Ball Super movie, Dragon Ball Super Hero. Or most people are calling it Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I really don't think you need to add the super in there twice. Just saying, the title itself already makes sense. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we went and saw the latest Dragon Ball Super movie, which, honestly, when the first trailer came out and... Oh, well, that just happened. I don't know why that's happening. Give me a second there. I'll fix it later. But yeah, specifically, I was kind of skeptical about this new movie because of one particular thing. The change in animation style. Now, don't get me wrong, I've seen a few shows that have done this style with 3D animation mixed with some cell shading, which is really great. It's just, I was kind of skeptical about this. But, surprisingly, I gave my own thoughts that it actually did kind of work for the movie, especially more for the fight scenes. Not so much for the characters in some bits. It doesn't really work well for me. But that's my only complaint about the movie. I really, really did love this movie. So you're probably wondering, why am I talking about it again? Well, I did make a little promise in that community post that I would post a video that contained spoilers for the movie. You know, for most of you who probably have not seen the movie yet. But hey, if you guys have watched the movie and have already heard about these spoilers, then that's awesome. And let me know in the comment section below what your favorite spoiler for the movie was, or what your favorite moment that I talk about in this video for the spoilers is, and, you know, leave it in the comment section below. So, I want to talk about individual spoilers that I remember from this movie, and there's some big spoilers. And a couple of them, not so much big, but one of them is something really interesting. Just want to get that out there, so we'll just see what happens. So, without further ado, let's dive right into spoiler territory. Alright, let's get this spoiler train a-rolling. And it's kind of appropriate that I'm wearing a Dragon Ball shirt. Not a Dragon Ball Super shirt, mind you, just your typical Dragon Ball Z shirt. But, hey, half of the characters do get into this movie. Not as much as you think they would, but that might be something I might talk about in a sec. Alright, so we're starting off this spoiler video with something really interesting that came to mind when I was, thinking about this movie's story. Case in point, the spoiler being Goku and Vegeta do not star in this movie. I mean, technically they are in it, but they don't star as, the main heroes. Which is something that I wanted to bring up, because I was thinking, when this movie was coming out, or when this movie was being announced, I was thinking, please, let this be a Gohan-only story, because I've been wanting to see Gohan, progress as a character more in Super, when it was, being made. I mean, he barely got to do anything in the show, and he barely got to do anything in the Super movie, so I was really hoping that this was going to be a Gohan-only, hero story, and I got that. That was one of my theories basically confirmed. And surprisingly, I was kind of okay with the fact that, Goku and Vegeta were not going to be, the main characters of this. Yeah, because specifically after, the Super series started, and then the Super Broly movie, and then the Gods of Destruction, it always fell onto Goku or Vegeta to be the main heroes of the story to save everyone. Which, I like that this movie did that differently, which is interesting. Kind of sad that we don't really get much of them in this movie. Yeah, we really don't get much of Goku and Vegeta in this movie, except for them training with Broly. And that's another interesting, that's a spoiler within this spoiler. Broly does make a comeback in this, from the Super Broly movie, which also does confirm that this is a follow-up to that movie. It was kind of odd when the trailer showed that it wouldn't be a follow-up, but if you remember seeing one of the other teasers for this movie, and you saw a little snippet of Broly with Goku on Beerus' homeworld, then yeah, technically this isn't kind of a spoiler, but still, seeing him in this movie is kind of interesting. And another interesting fact is that it's kind of also a training moment for Broly, because he's there training with Goku and Vegeta as they're basically about to do a sparring match. Though we don't get to see the end of that sparring match. I mean, come on, Toei Animation. You're really not going to give us a full sparring match with two of the best characters that were ever introduced when Dragon Ball Z started? Really? But anyway, that's the first spoiler I wanted to get out of the way, but there are other spoilers in this that are interesting. Alright, so this next spoiler that I'm talking about, not so much a spoiler in the movie, but it's a surprising twist of who they got to be in this movie for the dubbing cast, basically. I mean, we all know, like, Sean Schemmel and Chris Sabat and all those guys, and Kyle Hebert came back as Gohan and everything, and we all know they are amazing voice actors. But what surprised me more is after the movie, because I wanted to look up the voice cast for the two characters, the Gammas. Yeah, that's also kind of another quick little spoiler for the name of the androids that they're fighting. Like, there's Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, and surprisingly, they're, like, very talented voice actors that have done, like, tons of anime work, surprisingly. But the two voices they got for this movie came as, like, a legit shock when I found out about this. Okay, so the first one I want to get out of the way, Charles Martinet. Yes, the voice of Mario, Wario, all those characters got to voice a Dragon Ball Z character in this. Well, granted, he was a character made specifically for this Dragon Ball Super movie, but think about it. He got to voice a character in an anime. How cool is that? That came as like a shock to me when I found that out. Like, holy crap, that was amazing. So yeah, he basically got to play the main villain of this movie, Magenta, who is surprisingly... They explained in the story that he is basically the son of the original Red Ribbon Army general, Commander Red. Or the commander, I guess, but we're just going to call him Red. And yeah, it took on his father's name as a different shade of red, basically. Good on you, man, but still. Voiced by the voice of Mario. My childhood is complete, ladies and gentlemen. It is so complete now. But the other voice actor that got me interested, that got me so hyped for this, it's going to be hard to pronounce his last name. So, the other voice actor that was in this movie, Zach Aguilar. I hope I pronounced that last name right. Yeah, I think it's spelled Aguilar. Now, he has also done some anime, but what I remember him from was being that little boy we all know from Cartoon Network, the little gem boy, Steven Universe. Yes, the voice of Steven Universe, who is pretty much grown up at this point, got to voice a character in a Dragon Ball Super movie. That is also amazing. There's also the fact that, like, he's also known as Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, Genos from One Punch Man, or as his real name is in the anime, Saitama. And also he was known for playing King Arthur in Seven Deadly Sins, which is another favorite anime of mine. And if you guys want me to talk about that series, let me know in the comment section down below of this video. So yeah, that's a major spoiler for you guys right there. Two amazing voice actors being listed in the dub cast for this movie. It's awesome. Alright, so this one is also kind of a quick little spoiler that I forgot was actually in this movie, so I wanted to get this one out of the way, like, super quick while I talked about the last two spoilers for this movie. Or technically one big spoiler, so it's gonna be... I'll explain how that works, how I'll explain it. But this other spoiler, which is really quick, yeah, we get Gotenks in this. Not as you think. So since this is already a spoiler video, I might as well say it. Technically, we do get Gotenks, just the fat version of Gotenks. When, you know, Goten and Trunks mess up their fusion. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a perfect... We were going to see, like, adult Gotenks in this, which would have been awesome. No, we got adult fat Gotenks. But it actually became more useful for defeating the main villain. Which, actually, now that I think about it, I probably should talk about this since this is already going to be a quick spoiler before I talk about the two other ones. So, there's a part in this movie where you find out the true intentions of the Red Ribbon Army. They planned to resurrect Cell. Now, not perfect Cell, mind you. Just the second form of Cell, but they called it Cell Max. And the reason for that is because he's a freaking giant kaiju DBZ character. Not even joking, people. He is a huge kaiju DBZ villain in a Dragon Ball Super movie. I know that should be even more amazing as like a part of this, but I'm getting this one quick out before I talk about the big major spoilers in this movie. But yeah, that's a quick major spoiler for you guys. Just wanted to get that one out of the way too. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the major final spoiler of this movie. And I wanted to get a shot of my Dragon Ball Super poster in the background because this is a Dragon Ball Super video we're talking about. So, the final major spoiler of this movie is two characters get new forms. I was gonna say ultimate forms, but they get new forms in this movie. And I'm gonna talk about the two characters and their individual forms. So, the first character that gets a new form in this movie is, of course, the Green Slug Man himself, Piccolo. I mean, considering this movie does technically start off with Piccolo fighting off one of the androids and then infiltrating the entire place on his own, by the way. Yeah, there's a whole moment where Piccolo is infiltrating the Red Ribbon base and learning about the Gammas and what their plan is for basically, which kind of leads into a whole misunderstanding thing by the end of the movie. It's a quick thing that happens. But yeah, so his new form comes in the form of something he brings up from the Dragon Ball Z series. If you all remember during the Frieza saga where Krillin and Gohan basically went to Super Kami Guru's house, or just Guru in the Z. I mean, everyone's going to know that reference I made right there if no one's watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged. But yeah, so they basically brought up the point that Guru had the ability to basically draw out hidden potential in a person's, like, you know, self, basically. So he figured, well, I don't know if, well, at first he said maybe Dende could do that, but he doesn't get that ability until he reaches a certain age, which surprisingly, they bring Dende back in this. That's another quick spoiler that I'm going to probably remember quick spoilers in this. He's still pretty much the same age he was in Dragon Ball Z. So it's possible if Super does come back, we might see adult Dende at some point. So basically, he had to upgrade the dragon because now the dragon gives out 3 wishes with the Dragon Balls, which is surprising. This is a quick spoiler. Shenron is in this movie, but not Super Shenron. I'm guessing because the other universes have their Super Dragon Balls, so they can keep that. It's been a while since I've watched the series. But surprisingly, Piccolo has the idea to make the wish that if Shenron could basically draw out, Piccolo's hidden potential. And that's when we get Super Orange Buff Piccolo. Yeah, there's a whole joke in the movie where they were going to call it Orange Piccolo. And yes, that is the official title for Piccolo's new form. I kind of had a better idea. Let me know what you guys think of these two names that I had for Piccolo's new form in this movie. One option being called Supreme King Demon Piccolo, or it could have been like Supreme King Demon King Piccolo, or this one, Hidden Secret Transformation Demon Piccolo. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of those names for it. Just let me know. And now, the second person that gets a new form in this movie. Okay. I was saving this for the last part of the video because I was very excited when this happened in the movie, and it came out of nowhere. Okay. Gohan is the second person that gets a new form. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put my camera down for a second. Just 1 second. Yes! Finally! Freaking finally! Thank you so much, Toriyama! Yes! 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 I've so wanted that to happen! Ah! Yes! Okay. So I may have lost my voice from doing that. Apologies. I need to probably rest my voice with something after doing that. I did not expect that. So when I was planning on doing that, I was like very excited to it, and I did not expect that to get that excited and like mess my voice up so much. Okay, I need to take a drink after this. So I'm going to be taking a drink while I'm editing this whole video. Yes, Gohan finally gets a new form in this, and it's in a Dragon Ball Super movie. See, that was one of my other theories, that I've wanted Gohan to finally get a new form ever since it happened in, the original Dragon Ball Z. And this new form, it's a little goofy with some big poofy hair like Super Saiyan 3 Goofy, but it's freaking amazing. So I'm basically going to explain this whole situation. So, our heroes are basically facing Cell Max in a final battle, and Piccolo has his new form, and also, he remembered the power he had to go giant size, so that's something interesting that happens in this movie. And he wants Gohan to basically focus all of his energy so he can, unlock his hidden potential that he's had since he was a kid, mind you. They're bringing that back up. He had hidden potential inside of him that could make him the strongest person he could ever be. So Piccolo decides to fight Cell Max on his own. He gets the crap kicked out of him hard, which basically causes Gohan to snap. Just like he did when he fought Cell all those years ago. He snaps and transforms right in front of everyone. And his new form is so freaking powerful. Well, pretty much on the same level as, maybe Super Saiyan 4, maybe, or, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or the original Super Saiyan God. It's pretty much on par with that form. But yeah. And also, Gohan does the special beam cannon. Yeah, there's a moment where Piccolo asks him, where did you learn that technique? And he said, oh, I've been practicing in secret, basically. So that really does show that Gohan has had time to keep up with his training. Even though everyone says that, he hasn't had enough time, to get his training done or, train whenever he could. When he literally says to Piccolo, he's been practicing that technique in secret. So Gohan has been doing this training. It just hasn't shown it. But yeah. Gohan's new form, and I actually had to look up the name of this new form because they don't explain it in the movie. It's only explained in a draft that Akira Toriyama wrote. So the name of this form is called Gohan Beast. Not joking. That is the official title that they're calling it. Originally, they were going to call it Final Gohan, which doesn't really make any sense, but this is the true title we got for his new form. Gohan Beast. And it's pretty much as powerful as... I probably should have said also as powerful as his, full form, Super Saiyan 2 that he had when he fought Cell. And surprisingly, there's a guy who did a video explaining this form that talked about, the moment where Gohan snapped during his fight with Cell when Android 16 died. But yeah... Gohan finally gets a new form in this. And I couldn't be more happier, ladies and gentlemen. I really couldn't. Alright, there you have it, guys. Those are the major spoilers I basically got out for Dragon Ball Super Hero. Now, if no one wanted to hear any spoilers for this movie and wanted to go watch it on their own, they don't have to click on this video. But if you guys wanted to see this video... I don't know why I said that, because I want, people to see this video just in case if they haven't seen the movie yet or if they have. But I wanted to get this out quickly because I was too excited to do a full thought through on this movie with my community post review. But I wanted to get this out of the way, super quick. Honestly, I'm still giving this movie a perfect 10 out of 10. Even though my skepticism and criticism for the CG animation with cell shading didn't work for most parts... It still worked a lot for, most of the movie, especially the action and the fighting. And I gotta say, it works really well for the colors. This may be, without a doubt, the most gorgeous Dragon Ball film I have seen in my life. And that's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. That's an actual statement I am saying. Without a doubt, I feel like it should win an Oscar for, the most gorgeous Dragon Ball movie ever to come out. Seriously, it should win an Oscar for that. If it doesn't win an Oscar, that's okay, but I'm saying it should. But yeah, that's the spoilers I wanted to get out, and I was very excited about the last two to talk about. So anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell to never miss a video. And with that, I will see all you awesome guys and gals later. And remember, always gather up the energy that you need to make a spirit bomb. That's something I wanted to try. I know it was bad. It was probably dumb of me to even say, but anyway, bye!